Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Ahlan wa sahlan bikum. Welcome to episode. What episode is this, man?
Probably 4.
3, 4. Y'all can kill us in the comment section if we're wrong. Of Iftar Thoughts, documenting the Arab American experience. I am your host with the most, Heast with the least, beast from the Middle East, Yousef. And across from me on my left and your whatever, I don't know.
They don't have a video to perceive what location. Joe,
just pick a side, man.
Pick a side. Palestine,
dude. I would hope so.
Obvious.
No, man. Yeah, hell yeah, Israel.
Free Palestine.
Dude, what do you think I am, man? Okay,
he just got angry.
Turn to your left. Turn your head to the east and see if there's somebody by your side.
If you're driving,
to the west and see if there's somebody by your side. Then turn your head to the north. You don't know that song.
What song are you referencing right now?
That's Dead and Gone.
Oh God.
I turn my head to the east.
I don't see nobody by my side. I turn my head to the west. Still nobody inside.
So I turn my head to the north. Swallow that pill that they call pride. That old me's dead and gone, but that new me'll be all right. That shit is fire. But anyway, let's intro the podcast. Sitting there, hella zen-like, crisscross applesauce, head ass.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm comfortable as hell.
جلال كيف حالك جلال؟
أنا حالك كويس. You shouldn't have done that to me.
In other words, hey, what's up, hello. All right, I swear we're going to be serious. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at SMG Sound Network. Amanda runs the Twitter. I run the Instagram. Jalal does some fruity shit on TikTok, so y'all should go follow him there. I will drop the link in the description later.
Why did you say it like that?
Because you do some fruity shit on there.
Fuck you.
You be on there doing astaghfirullah shit on there. No, but YouTube, all of our videos are on YouTube, and I've started making short clips, so you guys can get like a little snippet of what we're doing, see if you like it, see if you don't. But y'all better like it. I mean, we quality ass fucking content.
Yeah,
man.
bro, man. We put our heart and souls in this shit.
Yeah, man. I fucking cry every day.
Not our souls, our souls.
Yes, like the shoe soles.
We scrape the skin off the bottom of our feet and put them on
man. God damn. And Patreon, you guys have one more week left of this deal. $5 will get you the $20 tier. That's 3+ hours of content from everything, as well as mad other benefits. Jalal,
we're talking dental.
Yes.
We're talking medical.
Medicaid.
We're talking. What else are we talking, Joe? 401k. Let's go, baby.
You got a bullet wound? Come to me. I'll stitch it up.
We are a Fortune 500 podcast, if that even is a thing. If that is, we are the thing.
Motherfuckers are laughing until we actually become a Fortune 500 podcast. And I know you Arabs, so not one of you hit my phone. I don't want to hear a thing. I don't know Ahmad. I don't know Mahmoud. I don't know none of y'all motherfuckers. Nah, but we get you mad shit. The first 50 patrons will get something special from me. Okay? And the next thing I wanted to go over, and I'm going to stress this, because the Patreon, I guess a lot of people don't understand this, or I didn't make it very clear. After July, because June, you'll get that 1 month of everything. In July, I will be separating the tiers. I'll be segregating the content, which means if you are subscribed to a $5 tier of one podcast, of our sister podcasts, you will only get the content from that podcast. So if you want all three, if you fuck with us heavy like that, $20 tiers for you. If you want to pick a side, that's cool. Just pick your side, and you will only be seeing content from that specific podcast. So I don't want anyone calling me panicking, oh, y'all haven't posted on Patreon in forever.
They're going to be panicking.
Looking and staring at mannequins. I know, dude. Dude, put the mannequin down and relax, okay? All right, this is an Arab American podcast, so we got to start talking about some Arab shit, okay?
The problem, it's not as easy to make Arab like references.
I mean, it is. You just got to invite all your Arabic friends to listen to this, because that's kind of like the whole target demographic.
Hey, I'm not. I didn't major in demography.
I don't talk to Arabs, man. Shout out to the Arabs. I love y'all.
I mean, I'm limited on my Arabs too. So
dude.
You're like one of the few handfuls of people that I talk to
No, you talk to mad people. I'm friends with you, but you talk to mad Arabs.
Only because I have to sometimes.
Yeah, but you have to. I don't have to, which means I don't ever get in contact with them. Anyway, Jalal's going to get more people on board. Y'all sign up. It's going to be fun. It's going to be cool.
Yeah.
We're going to take you guys for a ride. Now, I'm a fat fuck, and Jalal is a fat fucking spirit. So this episode is going to be all about food.
I have the heart, just not the stomach.
And this episode is brought to you by all the Caucasians at Publix that want to mix mad shit into the hummus for no fucking reason. And I'm sure I've gone over this on my 2 other podcasts. Study Hall Podcast debuts every Friday EST, and But Hey, what do I know? Every Monday EST. But why is there not guacamole? Why is there avocado hummus? Do you know what avocado hummus is technically?
If
you want to really, really squint and look at it.
What?
It's guacamole.
It's guamas.
Guamas. We found the title of this fucking episode already.
No, I don't want the title.
Guamas. No, but
hey, bro, pass the guamas.
I saw some mango hummus the other day.
What?
Yes. I saw chocolate.
I thought hummus was supposed to be savory.
I saw chocolate hummus the other day.
Where do you go to shop?
Publix. I'm telling you, this is
This isn't Sabra.
No.
Okay.
Well, no, some of it is Sabra.
Oh God.
Caramelized onion. We don't even know how to caramelize onions overseas.
We just put that shit raw.
Yeah, dude. Fucking okay.
Bite into that shit like an apple.
Okay, sabra. Because I don't have any more sabr for you. Get it? Because sabra means like patience.
That was the ironic thing about that name.
Yeah, I don't have any more patience. Yeah. Pine nuts. We let y'all slide. It's cool. Okay. We put
pine nuts are pretty fire.
We put snowball on mad shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay. What else? Roasted red pepper. We're like, okay. I mean, you're kind of taking it left.
I liked the roasted red pepper. It was a nice little.
I like it, but it's not authentic.
Of course.
I'm talking about authenticity.
Yeah, I know. This is like some weird shit.
Veering off. You got fucking potato salad hummus. What the hell is wrong with you people?
What?
Stop messing with hummus, man. Hummus is literally 3 ingredients. It's chickpeas or garbanzo, if you want to be a fucking dickhead about it. Garbanzo beans, sesame paste or tahine, whatever it's called. Like, yeah, the ground sesame.
The ground sesame.
Ground sesame is like a fucking paste or whatever. Not a paste, it's like water. It's a liquid.
It's a fluid.
Yes, and
it's a mixture. It's like a sesame soup.
No,
it's not a soup.
It's like a sauce.
There you go. It's a sauce.
Because people use it as a sauce. I don't consider it a sauce, but people do use it.
You have tahina on shawarma.
I don't put tahina on my shawarma.
Excuse me.
Got me fucked up.
Falafel.
Look at this American. Y'all see this American shit right here?
Falafel sandwiches. Not.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, tahina is actually kind of. I would put it on.
I would not.
Shawarma. Come on, dude. Mix and match.
Shawarma is 3 ingredients, and we'll talk about that later. Palestinians, come fight me. Because I know y'all make that shit weird.
I'm right here, bro.
Okay. Palestinian with muscles. Come fight me. No, but
bro, give me 6 months. I'll get swole.
No, you won't.
I don't have enough. I don't have enough motivation. I've tried and failed endlessly.
Well, you have a good problem. You can't gain weight. Gaining weight.
I don't know if that's a good problem.
Gaining weight is mad easy.
I'm starting to see like a kersh starting to form.
Yeah,
but baby kersh.
But you don't want fat, dude. You want like muscle. You gotta like work out and like do shit too.
I know, but it's eating. Like I'm sick of being this thin.
Why?
I've been the same weight for like 10 years.
Well, you're looking for a change? Oh, maybe some slight onset diabetes?
No, obviously, I'm not going to like...
change the pace a little bit?
Not going to blow my freaking...
My cholesterol's a little too perfect?
What are the cells that take insulin?
Dude, what do I look like? I went to medical school briefly?
I don't know. I'm not trying to like blow up my red blood cells.
Get it? Because I went to medical school briefly.
Yeah, I got that. That was the whole yeah. No, I got that.
My mom and dad think I'm a failure. No, but what are we doing?
I don't know. I don't think my dad was like dedicated enough for me to like my dad didn't. That was the weird thing. It's like my dad didn't push me that hard for like, oh, you got to be an engineer, pharmacist, doctor. kind of thing. I don't think my dad really gave that much of a shit. My mom was just like, do whatever you want. Here's some ideas.
Here's some ideas. You can be an artist.
Just throw. I needed ideas. I was like, here, throw some shit at me.
Damn it, Mom! I could have been a doctor. You never told me that was an option.
Oh no, I'm glad I dropped out because I wasn't getting through well.
Dude, the ought to be dropouts. I think I'm one of the only people in my family that hasn't gone to college or hasn't finished college.
Dang,
I'm like one of the first. Well, fuck you guys, because
my mom was.
I'm gonna get rich off of talking, and then I'm gonna just flip you guys off.
I think my mom was the first one to finish college.
Oh, lit.
And probably my auntie Yusra. She probably finished college too, I think.
Okay.
But I think my mom was the first one to finish college in our family. And my dad's side, nobody.
Mabruk.
Allah barik feek.
Allah barik feek.
She's a one-hit wonder.
One-hit wonder is hilarious.
Anyways, let's get back into the food gang, man. Let's talk about some food.
What were we talking about before you said you put fucking tahina on your shawarma like a pussy?
You were getting into the ingredients.
And garlic. You need the garbanzo beans.
Mashed garbanzo beans, some tahina.
No, you throw them in whole. You put them all in a food processor. All you need is a fucking food processor and 3 ingredients. 4 if you count like drops of water to make it a little thinner. But all you need is fucking chickpeas.
Nah, I like that shit thick, bro.
Tahina.
I want 27 C's on that.
Garlic. You throw them bitches in there, you let the food processor do the work, and then you resist, you put your hands in your pockets. You add anything else into that shit, the fucking Arabic gods will come down and smite you.
You don't put any like zaytun or not in the food processor.
You put that afterwards.
Yes, obviously.
I'm talking about in the food processor while it's going. It's like, oh, maybe it just needs a touch of chocolate. It's like, no, don't put the chocolate in there, okay?
Dark brown hummus.
Dude, if only it just needs a touch of chicken, corn, and blue. It's like, dude, relax.
No.
That's ham. It's haram. So,
immediate. What do you call it? Okay. Sorry. Go ahead. You go ahead. I was gonna ask a question, but
no, go ahead.
What is your favorite thing to eat with hummus? Like other than khubz, because like bread is just obvious. You know
what's really, really surprising?
What?
It's the only food advice that I've ever taken from white people regarding Arabic food that I've actually been like,
What? Tell me, bro.
Hummus on a roast beef sandwich is really fucking good.
Oh, I want that.
Like if you make like your own roast beef, what did I put? I put peppers. I put mustard like on the bottom layer, and then hummus on the top layer.
Yeah, boy, yeah.
That shit was good, man. It complimented it really well. Gave it like some density.
Nah, like I love to eat like falafel with hummus. Hummus is mostly what?
Yeah,
would you consider hummus like a breakfast item?
Yeah.
Mostly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can technically eat it anytime.
Well,
but
our breakfast items are kind of fucking weird. It's bread and cheese and single egg.
Single egg.
And
okay. No,
well, egg if you're lucky. Like I'm talking about like a poor man's Arabic breakfast is zayt, zatar, fucking thyme and a whole bunch of other herbs. Zatar, and then you have lebane. You have the really, really thick yogurt that you like make into a sandwich.
Okay.
There's it took me forever. I still don't really know the difference between leban and lebane. All I know is lebane is thick enough to spread. People eat that.
Lebane is like
that's Greek yogurt, but it's like super, super, super thick.
No, Leban. Okay, like one of them is like plain, another one is more sour.
Yes, Leban is the sour one. I think
Leban is the sour one.
Leban is like yogurt that's been turned into almost like a cream cheese. Like that's the only way
even thinner than green cheese. Like it's like pasty.
Kinda, yeah.
It's like a big glob of paste.
Yeah, you eat that.
But it's you drizzle some olive oil on that and eat it with khubz.
You get some lavash kiri. You get the laughing cow cheese.
That's a different kind of cheese.
No, but I'm saying I'm
like eating them together.
No, I'm.
You're listing the breakfast items. Okay,
yeah.
all right. Over here, I'm over here on the other side of the street.
Oh, and olives.
Whole olives.
Yeah.
Seed or no seed?
I think my dad eats with the seed in. Pause.
That's the only way to eat it, dude.
You asked me seed or seedless.
Yeah.
I got the boneless olives over
Boneless olives.
No, but
One big ass mushed olive.
what was I gonna ask? I had a really good question. Yes. When you went overseas, what was your experience with food overseas? Like, because some of it is like really good, but then some of it is like, are y'all fucking serious?
No, like, okay, a lot of food and stuff overseas was pretty good. I loved eating the breakfast. Like, breakfast at my grandma's house overseas was great.
Yeah, I already told you all the story about my fucking daily breakfast when I was overseas.
Yeah. Oh, man. No. What did my grandma use something to cook eggs with, which was like, it made it taste like 100 times better.
Is it ghee?
Hey, الزيت السمنة.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a type of butter made from...
No, it's ghee. That's exactly what it is. It's
okay.
It's clarified butter.
Clarified butter.
It's butter without any of the water in it.
No, it's not. It's not butter made from like goat milk or cow's milk. It's butter made from the fat of the animal.
Yeah, that's ghee.
Yeah, that's the distinction between like normal butter and then ghee.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because normal butter is made from milk.
Ghee is lit.
Dude, oh my God. You make like بيض تطبخ بيض معاه.
Yeah.
It is so good.
Yeah, eggs and ghee.
Oh, God.
Fire. Put some cheese on it.
Gives it a nice strong flavor.
Yeah.
And one of the things my uncle, when we were overseas, like this little pro tip, but it was really good. You get some of the جبنة الولد and get some of that on the bread, and then get a like piece of egg and eat that together like in one bite. Perfect combination, bro.
Sounds lit. So you get child cheese.
Child, yes.
Yes, to directly translate, you get
little boy cheese. That's what جبنة الولد.
You take his dick cheese, right?
No, nobody said what kind of cheese it was. Try to keep this shit PG, bro, at least.
We are not keeping this shit PG, man. This is
PG,
an Arab American
PG-13
podcast, and everybody knows Arab Americans are fucked in the head. Okay?
What is wrong with you?
You always take this shit to the next level. Fuck it, bro.
I know, but just, god damn, that was a little too much.
We got to keep our American audience.
That was stronger than the ghee in the bale.
That's
the samna.
So, funny story from when I went overseas. So, when I started going overseas, when I was like old enough to remember, like I was like 10, 12, whatever, that's when they started getting like all these other like American like or Italian style like dishes. Like they started deviating from the fucking regular cooking that they would used to do. And so I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the menu at this restaurant and they have like a calzone. And I was like, calzone? Like, am I reading this shit right? And so I asked him, he's like, yeah, it's a calzone. I was like, oh, bet. Let me get a calzone. And so he brings me this calzone. And this fucking calzone is, I want to say, like, fucking 2 feet tall, dead ass. Like, I'm not fucking kidding. This shit was big as shit, wide as shit. It was like an oversized.
You're bullshitting.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. And I know Arabic people have this thing for, like, exaggerating. But this thing was
okay, yeah, Arabs are very famous for that.
No, this thing was fucking huge, son. Like, it was like a baby. And I'm sitting there like, holy shit, this calzone is awesome. I'm about to devour this bitch, right? Yeah, I already told you this story. And so...
Oh, yeah! It took me a second.
So I get excited. I put my knife in it, and all of a sudden I hear... And all the air starts coming out of it.
The steam inside.
And that shit deflates, and it's flat as a pizza, dude.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
90% of that shit was air. I said, yeah, pun intended. I was like, dude, why are you feeding me this air, man? And so,
Chill.
should I censor this shit? Nah, man. That's cool.
No. This is we're not
It's
gonna
like, dude,
we're not gonna
dude.
censor.
طعميني عير ولا إيه? He said, what are you talking about? He said, bro, this shit is like, and I didn't want to pull the America card. I never want to pull the America card because then they think you're some sort of fucking snob. I was like, dude, they don't. I know what a calzone is. I'm not fucking stupid. Like, this is not a calzone.
On that note, about okay. I'm trying to gather my thoughts here for a second. Eating authentic Arabi food is easy overseas
Of course.
because everybody makes it.
Yeah.
Everybody, you go to the shops, you'll get some shawarma.
Falafel everywhere.
Falafel everywhere, hummus everywhere.
Pro tip: if any of y'all go overseas, all my American friends, because my Arab friends, they already know. They should know, but I'll put y'all on too in case y'all don't know. Where do you think the best falafel is made?
In the home,
No,
like from scratch.
No.
The best falafel I've ever had.
no, not even close.
I'll just let you know the best falafel
Yeah,
I've
go
ever had. My auntie Yusra, she came She came from overseas from Libya. She stayed with us for maybe a couple weeks, and while she was here, like she was making falafel from scratch, and it tasted so good. Like it is on another level from the frozen store bought.
My mom makes hers from scratch. What are you trying to say?
I need to come over more. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, shout out to Khaltak Yisra, Amtak Yisra. Is it Amtak?
Khalti.
Yeah, Khaltak Yisra. Shout out to you. We love you, but you're fucking wrong, dude.
All right.
I'll tell you exactly where.
Where?
When بغير الزيت, outside, like on the falafel stand, right where they change the oil for the fucking trucks. I swear to God, on everything that I love, that's the best falafel in town.
Overseas.
I can tell you exactly where it is. In Syria, you go to Bab Tuma, and there's like where's the bus is, like right at the gate. There's a falafel stand, and right next to it is where they change the oil for the fucking like trucks. And they be going.
They
like,
don't give a shit overseas.
They go
man.
They go mad kilometers over the oil limit, so that's just like black as hell, and shit like
Burnt.
that. They probably use that oil, but I swear to God, that shit is delicious, dude.
They probably use that.
The best Arabic food comes from the most struggle spots.
Oh, but
Shawarma right next to like a landfill, dude.
Well, obviously you're gonna have to wait till you get home to eat it because you don't want to be eating that next to all that nasty ass shit.
That's not American thinking, man.
I don't want to be smelling like oils. I want to like wait till I get to my granddad's house to eat falafel and hummus.
That's not American thinking. In Syria, you're so hungry, you gotta eat that shit like right now. It doesn't matter where it is.
Nah.
You're in a dung pile. Fuck it, bro.
Okay. So what I was saying, like it's dummy easy, obviously for obvious reasons, to get Arab food in an Arab country. It is stupid hard to get American food in an Arab country. Like they have.
No, it's very easy now, but it's disgusting.
It's horrible. Like like we're not thinking of anything about Pizza Hut, right? Like Pizza Hut is just
You ever had pizza?
Basic shit.
You ever had Pizza Hut overseas?
Yes.
That shit.
And it was horrible. Like 20 dinar, 20 dinar, you get a medium sized pizza, which is expensive.
I'd rather put my dick into a blender and drink it like a smoothie than eat Arabic Pizza Hut.
There was only one time that I was actually kind of impressed, like going to Amman, and that's probably why, because we went to Amman. If you go to Madaba and try like any of those shops that have like burgers and fries and shit, you're gonna get some dumb stupid shit,
and you're gonna get stupid amounts of fucking diarrhea shits.
Oh God. Okay.
Let me
tell you about that.
You ever get sick like afterwards? Like you get like the jet lag and you get like the food lag.
Let me tell you about every single time that I go overseas. I always get a stomach virus.
Yeah.
And I'm sick as a dog for a week. Like I'll be there for like we'll get there first 2 weeks, fine, everything's dandy, and then the third week I'm puking my guts out every night for the next 5 nights. And I have to go get some medicine and stuff like that. And that's every single time. And
weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe,
that doesn't happen to me every single time, but it has happened to me before.
No, dude, you're going there, you're eating street food from, Jordan and stuff like that, and the marketplaces and them broke ass places, and those guys are not washing their hands. Those guys, they don't have any like food health organization, whatever.
But why are you snitching though?
I'm being real over here. I'm suffering every time I go overseas. Yeah, the shawarma was
Stop going overseas, you fucking American.
great. No, I'm just gonna stay and eat at my granddad's house. I'm not going anywhere else.
True.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking people
Okay.
wiping their ass and then go back to work.
What was the best weird food that you had, like non-Arabic food that you had overseas that was like, dude,
Best weird food.
like non-traditional Arabic food?
That is
Like,
oddly specific.
okay, let me tell you mine, and it'll kind of like
Maybe jog my memory. a
maybe
little.
spark something in your head. Okay, so everyone knows there's an Arabic sandwich that's like classic. Okay, it's chicken, coleslaw,
Mm.
French fries,
Mm.
garlic sauce.
Mm.
That's like the classic Syrian sandwich. Like that's a staple, okay? And if you're too poor to get it with chicken, you just get extra potato. And that shit is lit as hell. And this one place opened right next to my grandpa, and he was doing like a burger fusion of that.
Whoa.
So it was like burgers and chicken sandwiches the way we would eat them like in America,
Yeah.
but he would make them the Syrian way. So instead of you ever had like samat? It's like the really thick sesame buns.
No, I don't think so.
Because the sesame seed buns here are like super thin. They're like bread almost, but this shit is like almost like a little loaf. It's like a sourdough. It's like has a lot of structural integrity. And
Bite into a rock.
I got a burger, right? Garlic sauce, coleslaw, French fries. Ate that. That shit was amazing. Incredible. I was like, dude,
Dude, I am so hungry right now.
we have to make this. We're making this.
We're
okay?
making this.
Yeah.
We're making it. Should we
making
make
this
this a
happen.
bonus episode?
We're not making this a bonus episode.
No, not this. Obviously, the podcast is just a normal podcast. I'm talking about like us making that burger.
Oh hell yeah!
Like we're gonna document this. We're gonna put this out. We're gonna show the world our
yeah, only on Patreon.
our baby. No
Yes.
homo. But
Yeah, me and you are gonna have a kid.
yes.
Our parents will be so proud,
Oh my god.
dude.
Shout out to moms and dad.
Yes. Did that jog your memory a little bit?
I don't think I've ever had anything like obscure or weird in terms of like overseas. I mean, other than like eating a burger and fries. The first time I ever that place that I had that burger that was actually kind of impressive. They had mint with lemonade, and
That's that shit.
dude, nana is so good. And that was the first time I ever heard of it and I ever tasted it.
Yeah, dude.
And I was just like, I was in heaven.
Dude, for all the haram boys out there, I make a killer fucking gin mint lemonade with cucumber too. Like that shit is stupid refreshing and it'll knock your pants off.
Nah, but that mint lemonade, it's like they bring it to you. It's like pureed mint leaves
Yeah.
with lemonade.
Mhm.
Like some people, they make it here and they put like a few sprigs of
No, you know what they use? They use milh al-limon.
What?
They use lemon salt. That shit is disgusting.
Citric
dude.
acid.
Yeah.
That's
Disgusting.
Oh, I gotta tell this story.
Yeah, go
I already
ahead.
told Joe this story,
ahead.
but
Oh my god, yes.
Speaking of citric acid,
Lee.
okay.
Shout out to Sittak, man.
Oh, Allah يخلي لي ستي. My grandma my grandparents came over for like they stayed over for like 2 weeks during this past Ramadan. And I think the first night or the second night, my grandma wanted to make qataif. It's a Arab pastry, and for all those that probably don't know, I hope you know about qataif because qataif is fire as fuck. It's like this crescent-shaped pastry that's filled with either like sweet cheese or walnuts.
We were busting those down at the iftar, bro.
Oh, dude. Which iftar?
Ali's iftar.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, remember they brought him out?
Yeah, I was so full. I ate like one, and you guys were pushing me to eat more, and I was like, bro, I can't.
I was like, no, I shouldn't have. I've been fasting all day. And
Did he have a knafa? I don't
No.
think he had a knafa.
He didn't have
if
a
he
knafa.
had a knafa, I would have busted down like 2 or 3 plates. Knafa is my all-time favorite sweet.
My mom makes a bitchin' knafa. Man.
Oh my god, I've never tried your mom's knafa.
Yeah, you have. You lying ass motherfucker.
I did?
You've had it twice.
I want to try it again.
Motherfucker.
It's going to be another like first time experience.
Look at these ungrateful ass Arabs.
I am worse than Adam Sandler's girlfriend in First 50 Dates.
Jesus. Where did that come from?
I don't know. I'm just very forgetful. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, my grandma made knafa that night, and she made the qatar. I don't know. Qatar. I can't.
The syrup, the sugar, the simple syrup.
Qatar.
It's simple syrup. It's water and sugar.
It's water and sugar boiled over till it's like a nice
simple syrup. It's the same shit you put in cocktails, only it's a little bit thicker.
Yeah, they just boil it a little more. They reduce it a little more so that way it's a little thicker. And it's like it serves as a nice glaze. And they use it. Qatar is put. I don't know if I'm saying it. Qatar, like the country.
No, Qatar. What?
Qatar.
Now you've got me confused.
You see, okay, this is the bad thing about being Arab American.
Yes,
there's going to be a lot of
the country Qatar and we slap it
we just go to getting sand from Qatar is what you use to put on all your sweets.
Now, fuck the sand. We cut Qatar out with a saw. Lift it from the beach.
The geological location.
Just drop that bitch clean onto the knafa plate.
That's a really high ratio of qatar, man.
Dude, nobody's going to listen to this fucking podcast.
Anyways, my grandma was making the qatar, and she put it over like the first batch that she had on the baking sheet. She made 2 baking sheets worth of, yes, it was a lot. And it was only like 7 or 8 of us in the house. And, we broke our fast. We went to go pray. We ate. And then I walk over to the kitchen while my grandma's, pouring the qatar and preparing the qatayef. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm the first one. I'm gonna get dibs. So I grab one. The cheese. She's like, oh, hey, jibna. I'm like, all right, bet. I grab one. I bite into it. I bite half of that shit, and I'm like, all right, bet. And then like a second goes by. I'm like, it's a little sour. I'm thinking in my head, maybe she put a little bit of lemon to kind of like spice it up. Maybe, I don't know. My grandma is like, she'll try different shit if she wants to.
Okay, true.
And then it just started to get real sour. And then by the 3rd second, I'm like, my face is puckering up so much. And I'm just like, oh my God, sourest thing I've ever had in my mouth. Pause.
What do you mean pause? What other things have you had in your mouth?
You looked at me like that, and I had to say pause, because if I didn't, you were going to say it, and I didn't want you to say it.
Pause. Nah, go ahead.
And my face was dying. All the muscles in my face were contracting at the same time. And I immediately, I was like, you know what? Let me just... I didn't want to make my grandma feel bad. I'm like, let me just swallow it, and I couldn't. And I went to the trash can, and I spit it out. And I started washing my mouth. My grandma was like, is everything all right? I'm like, what did you put in? That was so sour. And then my mom was like, oh no. And my grandma was like, what? Why is it sour? I'm like, and she's like, Mom, what did you use to make the qatar? And she pulls it out from the bottom cabinet. She's like, this. And it's the big jar of citric acid that we had.
Dude, she gave you a warhead disguised as a fucking...
That was a nuclear warhead. That was horrible. I felt so bad for her.
What did Jalal said? They haven't made a sour that's too sour for the sheen. Remember that shit?
I was sheen.
I stand corrected. That's hilarious. There was a shout out to Falafel ala kefak, man. Inna lillah, Allah yarhamu, all that. That shit is long gone. They probably blown that shit to smithereens.
Oh man.
I discovered it like literally the last week I was in Syria, and I was so pissed because I would have been eating that at that bitch every fucking day if I would have went, right? Excuse me.
Oh no, you're good.
It is super late, okay? So what was I saying? Oh yeah. Went there, and it's like It's like a regular falafel place, right? Instead of the pita bread, they do it on samoon. They take like flatbread or
Oh,
like actual bread, like a whole big ass loaf of bread, crushed. Like I got like 12 oros falafel, like 12 falafel pieces in the sandwich,
damn.
loading that shit up, and then I read a sign and it says for 10 lira more you could add fries. And I ran to my mom. I said, "Mom, give this dude 10 lira right now." My mom's like, "Why?" I was like, "Dude, I want fries on my sandwich." So she gives it to him, and he loads the fries on that bitch, dude.
Oh my god.
The thing is literally like, I want to say it's like fucking 6 inches in diameter. Like the shit is like
Good
massive.
God.
Dude. It was the size of me. I was like a 10-year-old kid, and I'm sitting there holding this fucking torpedo. And my mom was like, "Okay, you can eat half of it, and then you're not gonna finish it, so just finish it." I finished that whole shit before we got home. That was the best falafel sandwich I ever had in my life.
I
And
think
I was like, dude, I can't wait to go back and have this shit. And then
on the subject of falafel, I like falafel sandwiches, but the challenge I guess with falafel sandwiches is that, it's dry.
yeah, dude, you got to put some extra tahini on there.
Yeah, you have to put extra tahini. So I've had it without like tahini, and it was like the
Or
worst.
you got to put some wet vegetables on there, giggity, like some fucking tomatoes.
sautéed vegetables.
No, like wet, like tomato, like has liquid in it. Peppers have liquid in them, like shit that has liquid in it, so that when you bite into it,
Okay, yeah, it has some like
yeah, it'll help you out.
help with the dryness. But yeah, I've had some shawarma that was the best shawarma I've ever had. Obviously, was overseas, and that would always be stomach virus central. But
dude, it's
that
worth
would
it.
I would
So
always
worth it.
always go. I would
So
always
worth it.
go. I would tell Ammi, I'm like, hey, let's go to the souk. I want to go get some shawarma.
Speaking of shawarma, you've never been to Palestine. You went to Urdun.
Yeah, I've never been.
I don't know how they make it in Palestine. I want to look up the recipe real quick because either somebody was making it, they were putting mad shit in it. Hold on.
I'm so hungry right now. I don't know how many times I've already said that.
Hold up, man. I want to figure out like,
Nah, what?
yeah, y'all got, hold on, y'all got like onion, fucking
Basic shit. I mean,
tomato.
the,
Y'all got,
the normal stuff. We're not too fancy with it.
nah, ain't no normal shit. There's 3 things that go in a shawarma, and y'all could fight me about it. I don't give a shit, bro. The only things that should be going in shawarma is the chicken itself,
Okay.
garlic sauce, and
Okay.
Arabic pickles. That shit's gotta be in like the most vinegary vinegar of all time. Okay,
Yes.
and like mad garlic. There's gotta be 15 cloves of garlic in the pickle can. Okay,
You better. Your breath is gonna.
yeah.
It's gonna be kicking,
If
bro.
your teeth don't evaporate when you breathe out, it's not enough garlic, bro.
You just hear the sizzling of your teeth, like melting off.
Because what did I see? I saw Binging with Babbitt. Shout out to him. He was like, "Oh, we're gonna make shawarma," and he's like, "Whoa, lemon slices." I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?"
Okay, I'm not gonna be an elitist about.
Tomato. I'm gonna be an elitist, dude. Because y'all be doing the
Well,
most.
fuck you.
You do the most for no reason. It needs 3 ingredients.
No, it's like what sort of stuff complements shawarma that would go great on the sandwich? Like who? Okay, obviously a falafel sandwich.
Why you want to experiment with shit?
I'm always experimental.
No, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Experiment it with American food that likes to be experimented on.
Okay, what are experimental things that would be acceptable? The seasoning
No.
on the shawarma?
No,
Like,
'cause
does it have to be a specific seasoning
yes,
too?
the shawarma is what makes it. The seasoning is what makes it shawarma versus just
So is
roasted
it
chicken.
okay? So a pizza, right?
uh-huh.
Is it only cheese and tomato sauce or marinara?
No, a pizza is at its base.
Its base,
It's a margarita pizza. Is the first pizza that was ever made. So essentially, it's just a flatbread with tomato sauce, melted mozzarella cheese,
okay,
and some basil.
okay. That's the bare basic cheese. That's the most original pizza cheese. That's the most original bare basic pizza that you can
Okay,
get.
and then the Italians were fucking bitches, and so they gave that shit up to the Americans, and you know how Americans are, so they bastardized their food and they just let it happen. but I'm not gonna do it. You're not putting bacon ranch on my fucking shawarma, okay? If I got a chicken bacon ranch shawarma,
No, obviously. Okay, you know what? Screw Joe. Do what you would like with your sandwiches.
I will find you.
And if you find something that is fire, that goes with shawarma or that goes with falafel, do you know? Okay, a few days ago, I had an amazing experience.
Okay.
At home, like with some of the food that we had that my mom and some of the guests that came, that what they brought over.
Okay, got you.
My uncle's wife came over and she made falafel, fresh falafel, which was great.
Okay.
Always love fresh falafel. And my mom and one of her friends that was also over made butter chicken.
Ooh.
Yes. Butter chicken. I love butter chicken. And you go to some Indian restaurants over here, you get you order some butter chicken to go.
I want you to stop for a second.
Go. Okay.
If I hear butter falafel in anything that's going to come out of your mouth in this story, I'm like very close to you. You're going to lose a tooth.
So I got some of the butter chicken sauce. And I dipped my falafel in it. And it was so good.
It just made butter falafel.
It was so... I just ate the falafel by itself, like with the butter from the chicken.
Gandhi is crying right now.
Gandhi don't give a fuck. He fasted for 75 days.
Yo, I can't believe that shit actually worked. If the British don't leave India, I will fast until they leave. And they were like, okay.
What was it, 70, 75 days? It was 70 something days.
And then they left and he was like, oh, that worked?
They would have, I mean, I guess. It worked.
Yeah.
Cheers to India.
I ain't doing all that, dude. American food is meant to be experimented on.
Dude, I was sitting there eating falafel with the butter chicken sauce, the butter chicken maraka.
This is what makes
it was so good. I wanted to make a falafel sandwich.
It might be good.
With butter. It will be great. It was amazing. Like the butter chicken sauce on the falafel, put that in a sandwich. With fries, I don't give a fuck.
That sounds like some shit I would have done when I was like 7.
Dude, I've been doing shit like this since I was in middle school, all right? Putting mayonnaise on pizza, ranch, whatever.
That's because you forgot your meds for like 20 years.
I want my taste buds to be dancing around doing Debka in my mouth.
They're dancing Bloody Mary in your mouth. They're like, for fuck's sake, what is this dude doing? Why?
Nah, bro, they're throwing parties and there's a
Why did he put wasabi
there's
on the
a
chips?
party in my tummy.
Why did he put wasabi on the Chips Ahoy? He could have put it on anything else.
You know that Yo Gabba Gabba song?
Yes.
There's a party in my tummy.
I was trying to avoid it.
I didn't want you to avoid it.
Damn it.
But come on, dude. You had we've experimented with different foods before. It's okay to be experimental.
I don't touch my native food because our native food is very sacred to me. And
it's good to uphold that. Okay. Obviously.
People like you are probably what made chocolate hummus happen.
Okay, but the native food that we have, how do you think they came up with it? You think they just boiled beef in water and was like, all right, this is our native food?
Yes.
No, we came up with mensef. We came up with shawarma. Shawarma's probably not even that old.
No, shawarma's stupid old.
Think so?
Shawarma already has grandkids.
I don't know if you're joking right now.
No, shawarma got taken to Spain, and Spain turned it into tacos árabes, which is the primitive form of the taco. The very first taco is based on shawarma. And after that, they took it to Mexico, and Mexicans were like, oh shit. Or not Mexicans, like the pre-Mexicans.
Okay.
Like they were natives, they were learning Spanish, all that. They said, okay, that's lit. We want to do that, but we don't have chicken. We don't have lamb. We don't have beef. The only thing we have around here is pork.
Okay.
So
they experimented and they used a different meat.
They turned it into El Pastor.
Okay.
So tacos El Pastor is the grandson
of shawarma.
Yeah.
Cool. And Spanish is the stepchild of Arabic.
Not really. No.
Yeah, you know that, right?
No.
A lot of the Spanish language is influenced by Arabic.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons, because the Arabs ruled Spain for like 900 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I am hungry right now.
Yeah, let's... I
want to keep talking about food, because when I'm hungry, I am excited about food.
I'm not saying let's end this.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to go get shawarma later, man.
You want to go?
Let's go, dude.
Okay, we're going to go get shawarma after this, and probably take another video.
Dude, let's go.
Dude, a Feasty Boys bonus?
Dude, I don't even care, dude.
Okay. All right. Excuse me.
I'll risk my sleep health because I've already had a nap, so I'm straight. I'll go into work stupid tired. Al asks me something, I'll flip him off. Shout out to Al.
So here's a good plug. I don't know if we've already plugged it in the beginning, but I'll do it again. We have a Instagram account called The Feasty Boys, where me and Joe go every Friday, roughly, and go to a different place every time. Local restaurants here in Jax, even some not so famous named franchise business
Bearded
that might be
Pig,
here.
we're coming for you.
Bearded Pig is coming up next week. We're gonna go there,
but we're only gonna eat brisket,
and we document our food experience and fuck around.
But only the Patreon gets the full food review. We're gonna sit down, do a whole mini episode dedicated to it.
Yes,
we'll give you guys the breakdown. We will be brutally honest. If your food is ass cheeks, I'm gonna let you know. all 3 patrons are gonna stop going there.
We're gonna be on Mint Magazine, just fucking the Feasty Boys.
I wanna be on the cover of Mint Magazine. It's wild as fuck. What?
We're just gonna be in like a suit and sunglasses, holding a burger. Like, dude, we're gonna get famous.
Mint Magazine being
that's the dream,
dude. Mint Magazine being your aspiration is fucking hilarious because all you have to do is just pay them.
I want to be more intimidating than that guy in Ratatouille, the food review guy that comes at the end of the movie, the skinny dude. I want to be 10 times more intimidating.
Speaking of Ratatouille, I'm gonna plug this video every time. There's a video. Yeah, Jalal already knows. It's Gordon Ramsay, but as Ratatouille. So the chick goes, "Oh, Ratatouille, how would you prepare it?" And so it cuts, and he's like, "It's fucking."
It's the movie clip from Ratatouille.
It's the fucking rat running around, but it's Gordon Ramsay's voice. He's going, "Rat's so fucking complicated. Take your jacket and fuck off." And he's just like, it's the rat yelling all this shit. It's cool as hell.
Yeah,
so
they take a lot of the audio from Hell's Kitchen and shit like that and dub it over the Ratatouille clips of him just pointing and coordinating everything in the kitchen. That is a great video.
Amazing video. What else? We covered we covered the bastard hummus. We covered the bastard falafel that Jalal made.
Hey.
The balafel?
No, the jalafel. You're not putting a B in that shit.
The jalafel.
You're not going to make a fool out of my child. That is my baby.
Dude, take the fucking jaw out of it because it's just straight awful.
Fuck you.
It's so awful.
Well, I really want to try.
What do you want to try?
Sudanese food. Like, I've been over to my fiance's house and hey, don't look at me like that.
This motherfucker wants to try Sudanese food. He's got a whole fiance. You're going to have that shit like a week.
I'm waiting for it. Like, there's so many things I want to try. And, so many things that she shows me, like, of the different types of foods and stuff. And I'm just sitting there like, I really want to try that. And it looks good. There's like this thing with, it's like this type of flat bread. It's different than the Arabi bread. I believe so. I believe it's different than the Arabi bread. And there's like this spinach kind of soup that you pour over it. And it looks awesome. And I'm, God, we need to get food after this. I can't wait.
Oh, God damn it.
What? Shmadik.
Shawarma's a Turkish dish. Now I got to boycott that shit too.
Oh, you see, I knew something was going to blow up in your face. I knew something was going to happen.
Dude.
Tistahil.
That shit.
You deserve that.
Yeah, now we got to boycott shawarma. Forget everything we said, dude.
No. I stick by.
Sucks.
I stick by.
Sucks. No, you ever heard that? Because my My grandpa is one of those extra pro Syrians.
Yeah.
Like he's part of that fucking political party in Syria where they think the Levant should come back as one country. We should be united as one Arab, powerful, extreme race.
Bringing the sham.
So I have like a lot of like that in my family, and so my
you have those vibes for sure.
Yeah, my grandpa's like, we're not saying no French shit, we're not saying no Turkish shit. There's a saying in Syria, they say ma andi wala franc. I don't have a single franc, and I was like, I'm not saying that shit because we don't use francs no more.
Because that's a French currency.
The French don't even use francs no more. Everyone uses euros except for the Brits.
Pounds.
Wow, pounds. No,
how many pounds is that?
Syrians use pounds too. Lira.
You guys have lira?
Libra. Like libre, lira. That's where it comes from. Pounds.
I have some. I like to collect currency. I think I have some libras. You
have some liras. You know what I have?
Liras.
You know what I have in my collection?
What?
I have a coin from the United Arab Republic.
United Arab Republic.
You don't know nothing about that because you're a fucking American as shit.
Is that like pre Versailles, pre Treaty of Versailles? No. Okay.
No. This was 1950, 1940. I'm gonna look that up. Hold on. Because I want to get this right, because this is very important to my history.
Nah, but you see, I knew some shit was like that was gonna blow up in your face. Like, I stick to what I say. Experiment with food.
It was from 1958 to 1971. That was not a long time. It was a political union between Egypt and Syria until Syria seceded from the union after the 1961 Syrian coup d'etat. Okay, so we ruined a good thing, I guess. It was when Gamal Abdel Nasser, the ruler of Egypt, merged Syria and Egypt together to form one country, and the goal was to reform the Levant.
The Sham.
Yes. And all the other oil-rich countries, because think about it, Egypt was the only oil-rich country that partnered with an oil-poor country, quote-unquote, at the time, that was Syria. So after that, he hoped that everyone else would follow suit. Problem is, Iraq is oil-rich, and they don't give a fuck about nothing. Kuwait is oil-rich, they don't give a fuck about nothing. Al-Imarat, pieces of shit, all of them, every single one of you, especially that one that was listening to this podcast. I hope you hear this, and I hope it rings in your eardrums, all right? And all those other ones were, pieces of shit. And then when that didn't work out, America started tap dancing over our corpses. So
I don't know why Jordan didn't do it.
You really don't know why Jordan didn't do it.
No, I mean, they're not oil-rich country.
Yeah, they are. That's why Britain took them.
Okay, then I don't know shit about Jordan.
They had oil at one point. That's why the British wanted it.
Oh, that's why it's in shams right now. That's why Jordan is a wasteland.
Yeah, your king is a white dude.
I hate that.
Assalamu alaikum.
I think that graduation I told you about for one of my cousins, he graduated from like this military university in Jordan, in Assault. If any of my Jordanian peeps out there, but I can't remember much about it. We went to the graduation ceremony, and it was like this giant ass, I don't know what. It was like a courtyard or something. They had bleachers, but they had the soldiers like 100 meters away, the ones graduating, and the audience is way over here. There's no microphone. There's no video broadcasting of the marching, of the ceremony, or of anything. And you had to like stand by the fence to even hear a faint voice in the distance. And the King of Jordan was there. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he was there to congratulate the students and the graduees of that college. And it was just the dumbest thing ever, though. Because of how far away everybody was from the actual ceremony. That's how dumb it was. I was like, why am I sitting here for 3 hours and I can't see shit?
I just watch from my house.
Exactly.
Just listen to it, hear whatever I can hear.
Assault where we went, was like an hour drive.
Damn.
Yeah, from Madaba, and it was a long drive. But he gave me his like he had like a nice Canon camera that one of my uncles brought for him overseas.
Okay.
And I was taking pictures and shit. He's like, "Hey, do you think you can take some nice pictures with this?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, bro!" And yeah. Whoa. Food, yes. Screw you. And I hope everything you love about food gets destroyed because food is great and it should be experimented on. And
No.
yes.
No.
You think okay? Arab took the shawarma from Turkish.
No, they forced it down our throats.
The Turkish forced the shawarma down our throats, and we made something nicer.
No, it's the exact same product.
All right, whatever. The Greeks took the concept of the spit roast shawarma and made lamb, whatever.
Euro. It was about the same
Euro.
time, though.
Okay, roughly fair.
Let me tell y'all something. Okay, so Greek and Turkish people, a lot of people don't know this, but they fucking hate each other. They're at each other's throats. And it's funny because they're almost the exact same fucking culture. The only difference is religion.
Yeah, pretty much.
So whenever the Greeks would invent something, the Turkish people would say, ha, because they're French. Like,
Yes.
oh, we have that too. And from euros, they made doner, which turned into shawarma, which turned into el pastor, which turned into bastardized piece of shit, hard shell, processed beef, rice, lettuce, tomato, sour cream tacos. The world is ending as we know it.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Now, you know what's funny as shit? The Americanization or the Europeanization of Syria over time as I went, like food-wise, like Bab Tuma, there used to literally only be the lemon mint place, few shawarma joints, few falafel joints.
Just a place that sold
Yeah.
lemonade mint.
By the time I came back, there was a Belgian waffle stand. There was a hamburger shop. There's a pizza shop.
You know, one of the funny things, last time I went to Jordan, in like close to Madaba, there was this German college that like was fairly new there. Big ass college.
Yeah.
And it stands out because it does not look like any of the rest of the city. Like as far as architecture goes.
Oh, did they say Guten Tag and you said Rahmatullah wa Barakatuh?
Yes.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
No, I guess it was like a German college or whatever, and a lot of like some of my cousins went there, and it's like a premium school, like a premium college, but it was just weird. I was like, this is out of place. Why is this here? And I don't know. Like when you told me about that, I thought of that, and I'm like, there is a lot of Europeanization happening.
I don't know. Arabic food, I mean, it's good the way it is. I mean, the problem is, for me, is when overseas starts to favor other foods and
Like when they want to be like others.
ruining the gold mine that they already have. Like now, shawarma, my dad has told me overseas, you go shawarma, it's nasty, it's a piece of shit. Probably because they're, number one, they're poor as shit, so they can't afford like good meat. And number two, they're not focusing on shawarma anymore. They're focusing on Belgian waffles and French cuisine. Who the fuck focuses on French cuisine? What the fuck do the French have to eat? I was arguing with this white chick over this, and I totally I kicked her ass. Y'all are eating snails. Y'all are so desperate for flavor. And the British is the only Britain is the only country I've ever seen in my entire life that has robbed everyone for their spices and never used them. What did y'all do with the spices?
Threw them away.
Oh, you know what's interesting? Completely random.
Go.
The Boston Tea Party. I saw this. Tea didn't used to come in bags, like the way we have them, like tea bags. They didn't come in leaves.
They came loose.
No, they pressed them into these giant bars. They would dissolve it. They'd press them into bars, and you would shave it into hot water to make your tea.
That's weird.
And it was supposed to, because the coffee would get bad over time, I guess. So it was a way to preserve it. Like you could
The tea,
It would
you
give
mean?
it tea. It would give you a super long tea shelf life. Like, you could
That's pretty
keep it-
smart. I'll give him. I'll give him props for that.
One bar is supposed to last you about a year. 'Cause it's like
It
a
must
big
have been.
bar.
Yeah.
So, what a lot of people don't realize is when the Americans snuck onto the ships and they threw over the cartons of tea, they weren't throwing away like a month's supply of tea.
Of course, they were throwing away years.
Not years. They were throwing away decades' supply of tea. They were throwing away crates of it
Yeah.
with full of those, which is a year each. They probably threw away
A year per
like,
household.
probably almost a century's worth of tea that they just threw in the fucking
They must have
Like-
been drinking a lot of tea then.
yeah. Well, they taxed the tea. That's what happened. One of the things they taxed was tea, and they would engrave the stamp onto the tea bar,
Huh.
so that there's no way to avoid it. If you bought the tea, it was taxed already. So they're like, all right, fuck you, we'll just throw the tea out. And like, because people just like, okay, you threw some tea off the boat. It's like, no, they threw the entire supply of tea for the rest of Britain's lives completely into that shit. They couldn't, like, that was all the tea, every single drop
Every single leaf.
in the lake. The fish were booling,
The fish were bulling.
mad kidney stones in the fucking fish. Okay,
So I have a question for you.
yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Yes. Good question. Next question. What's your favorite Arabi sweet? I've already shared my all-time favorite Arabi sweet, Knafa.
I'll do an underrated one. I'm not going to do my favorite. An underrated sweet. Well, not anymore. They make it really shitty now. But like bulza, not ice cream. Bulza, you know what I'm talking about?
The
old school ice cream, like the Arabic ice cream, where they make it with the xanthan gum,
stretchy ice cream.
the super stretchy ice cream,
Yeah.
lit as hell. Amazing. Now they water it down. It's disgusting. But before, that ice cream was like thick, dude. And it was completely different. The first time I had it, I hated it because I was expecting like American ice cream.
Yeah.
And once you eat it for what it is, it's really, really good. Super underrated. I don't see a lot of people, or I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. So
I think there was a guy doing it at one point here, but
no, I'm not eating that shit.
it wasn't
either.
it wasn't that good.
That's like a recipe. You got to really know your shit if you're gonna make that.
Yeah, of course.
'Cause that's an easily fuck upable recipe. My favorite sweet is probably knafa too.
Really?
I like knafa a lot.
Now there's different versions of knafa. Like different places make different
I
ones.
like the right way.
What? Okay, what is the right way?
I have no clue.
Yeah, fuck you then.
Not the orange one.
Orange one?
Yeah, there's one where they kind of make it look orange.
Yeah, like bright orange.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that one.
Yeah, I think my mom's family does that one a lot. My favorite knafa is in Jordan.
Let me tell you a story about knafa real quick.
Dude, the weddings, I always get hyped for parties whenever there's, celebrations of any kind.
I have a
Because there's a knafa. There's always a knafa, and I'm just giddy.
I have a similar story to his. I think I've told you about this. My mom, for some reason, I love my mom to death. I don't want to talk bad about my mom, but I'm going to talk bad about my mom. My mom does some stupid shit sometimes. Some really, really stupid shit. So, my mom, because you're supposed to make it with whey, ushta. But,
Okay.
like, we don't have ushta here. So, my mom, or, like, it's hard to find. So, if my mom will find it, she'll make it with ushta. If not, she'll use mascarpone cheese, because it's, like, the next best thing.
Mm.
The problem is, if my mom doesn't find mascarpone cheese, guess what she uses?
What?
She uses mozzarella cheese.
No.
Yes.
That's
So-
salty.
Not even that, dude. Like, you ever chewed gum and said, "Wow, I wish this was a knafe flavored"?
No.
The correct answer is no. But somehow my mom created knafe gum. Like you'll sit there and chew it forever, and it just won't. Like,
Oh, no. Knafa, the cheese needs to melt in your mouth. Like, it has to be easily decomposable.
yeah, I don't know what the hell my mom was. I was like, "Mom,
but it has to be stretchy at the same time.
I was like, Mom, you gotta warn me if you make mozzarella because I'm not eating that shit. I'll be honest.
Dude, the knafa. You have knafa. That stuff. There's like two different types of ways that you can have it. The way with the sharia. I think a lot of people do that with the sharia.
We do sharia.
Yeah, we do the sharia too. What would sharia be in English?
It's that thin hair dough. Like they call it it's like angel hair dough. Like fucking.
It's like some sort of like stringy.
Like you phyllo dough.
Phyllo dough.
Phyllo dough, whatever it's called. Yeah.
No, not phyllo dough.
It's kind of
phyllo dough is what you use to make baklava.
It's flaky dough. It's I don't know the name of it in English.
Anyways, sharia. If you know what sharia is or not, whatever. But it's like this. It gives it like a nice crust with the sharia. But my favorite way is
in a cheeseburger.
In a cheeseburger, bro. Put some knafa on it. You ever had a knafa soda?
No.
Yes.
Don't gasp. I'll cut your mic. I will cut your mic.
No,
right now.
come on, a knafa soda. Come on, I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna cut your mic.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry tears of joy. I want to make a knafa soda.
Thank you guys so much for listening. I believe that we are all out of time, and I haven't even checked the time, but I do believe that we are all out of time.
We did a pretty decent recording today.
Yeah, this is lit. I don't have anything else to talk about, dude.
My favorite knafa is the knafa in Jordan. It's like this yellowish brown kind of finer crust on the top. It's a softer crust too. They don't use sharia. They use something else. I can't think of it. And they sprinkle pistachio bits on the top of it.
Yeah, that's the wrong way.
That's the best way. That I prefer that way 100 times over.
That's that Jordanian shit.
Dude, Jordanians know how to make a knafa. I'm telling you, bro, it is the best thing ever. Like, I get so stoked when I'm overseas. I'm like, I want to go to... There's a sweets shop. I think it's a name brand sweets shop. I forgot what it's called.
Nike?
No.
Nike Arabic Sweets.
You think okay, you're complaining about me coming up with knafa soda and you're over here making stupid ass jokes.
My favorite knafa is cheesecake. Like fucking American.
Cheesecake knafa. Cheesecake, I guess, is like, you know, like if for Americans to think of a knafa, that's a way to kind of like, you know, kind of give them a similarity of some sort.
It's cheesecake knafa, okay?
It's cheesecake knafa, yes.
Yes.
Now, there's this sweets shop. I can't remember the name. It was in Madaba, close to the place that we stayed at when we were there last time. But it was a really nice place. Looked expensive as hell. Like the place itself. Like they had these like glass doors and stuff, like those tall ones, like at the Apple store. And you can just see inside of the store, and they have all these types of sweets. I don't know what they're called, but they're like the little baklava fingers.
Gosh, oh, dude,
I love getting those.
I'll eat them bitches up, son.
The triangles with the cheese inside, the big ones.
Triangles. Dude, that's a fucking idiot.
Fuck
Walks
you.
in there. Salam alaikum. Ankum triangle.
You have triangle. What is it? What is a triangle in Arabic? مثلث.
Ankum fingers.
عندكم أصابع. You have أصابع.
I need baklava fingers. You have them?
أصابع baklava. I don't know. The one sweet I don't like the most, that I like the least, is like the full pistachio biscuit looking thing.
I like those.
The layered like pistachio and nuts with the glaze.
No, hold on, I'll side with you a little bit. If you get them bitches stale, them shits is nasty.
No, obviously, but even then, I don't like them that much.
You ever had a stale one? You could like break a window with one.
Like I like pistachio, but not that much.
Pistachio's my shit. I think I'm good, dude.
Yeah,
I think we got all our thoughts out in a very uncohesive. And Scott, the fucking Waz just dropped. Thank you guys for listening so much.
We gotta roll.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Be sure to add us on Instagram and Twitter, SMG Sound Network. Amanda, shout out to Amanda, runs the Instagram.
Hey.
I run the Twitter. She runs the Twitter. I run the Instagram. I messed this up on the other podcast that we just recorded.
So whack.
Fucking stupid. She runs the Twitter. I run the Instagram. So go ahead, follow us. Talk to us, whatever. Say salams. Don't say salam. Flip me off. I'll flip you off back.
Normal shit.
Get some bond going. YouTube. What did I say last? I was talking about like if if your wife is screaming at you because you failed to give her a child and in vitro fertilization hasn't worked and you guys have lost all hope and she's crying in the corner.
Where are
you can
going?
Drown out her crying with our beautiful new YouTube shit. Throw it on the TV. Turn the speakers up loud. Boom, your wife disappears and you get to hear us talk about fucking falafel ghee butter sauce.
Falafel ghee butter sauce, yes.
And the Patreon, 1 week left for the $5 deal. We'll get you the $20 tier. That's 3+ hours of content. Jalal will mow your lawn.
I'll come give you a nice foot massage.
I'll do your taxes.
Bro, you want some bananas Foster?
No, that's the $35 tier.
That's the $35.
Yeah, that's my secret sauce, man. I can't be giving that up.
No, bro. We ain't telling nobody about our secret sauce, man.
Yeah, that's too much sauce. And be sure to check out our sister podcasts. We have But Hey, What Do I Know? That premieres Monday, EST. That is me and Amanda from Twitter talking about a whole bunch of bullshit, like absolutely nothing. We just laugh at the world, essentially. Then we have this podcast that debuts on Wednesdays, Iftar Thoughts, documenting the Arab American experience. It's me and Jalal attempting to document the Arab American experience and completely fucking up.
I think we're doing a pretty decent job. Like, you don't have to be that
you have an ADHD dude, and then you have a guy that doesn't have his head screwed on right, and we're talking about Arab American culture. Okay, it's funny. It's funny. It's entertaining. Okay,
it's entertaining. That's all you guys need.
Throw me a $5. Okay, goddamn. And Study Hall Pod, my personal favorite pod, because that's when I just get to scream about hip hop, and I already scream about hip hop every day anyway. So that's me, my friend Dre, my friend Kells. We're hip hopping and we're shit talking. So y'all gotta check us out. Lit as shit. Like yeah. Like see?
That's what I'm talking about.
You a genius. Shout out to Khaled. That album was lukewarm as hell, bro.
That's one way to put it.
Fucking that shit was ice cold, bro.
Don't forget, we also have our Feasty Boys. Don't forget, we also have our Feasty Boys. It's our Instagram account, The Feasty Boys.
With a Z.
With a Z, yes. And we also have the same name on TikTok. And Joe runs the Instagram for the Feasty Boys.
Yes,
I run the TikTok. And we're rolling.
We've done 2 reviews so far. Bearded Pig, you're up next.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna see what that's all about. Get some brisket.
Ooh.
I'm hella hype.
Ooh. I don't go to many brisket places, but the ones I do are awesome.
The brisket place. All right, dude. I'm sick of this shit.
I'm hungry as hell. We need to get some shawarma,
I love
bro.
you guys. Salam, peace. We love you. Pray for Palestine still, please.
Please.
That shit is terrible. It's disgusting. Makes me sad. Makes my heart cry. Please.
Yeah. And every time they do this shit, there's, if
you can't do anything else, pray for Palestine, please. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for listening. And we are out this biatch.
Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
مباشرة على الهواء يوسف الخوري SMG Sound.